Hey everybody, and welcome back to another weekend roundup. Today we're going to take a look at all the mods newly released in Giants Mod Hub for the week of August 19th through August 23rd, 2019. Now, while it was a very busy week for Giants this week, it was not a busy week for mod updates or releases. In fact, we only saw a total of 12 mods newly released this week. We saw about that many updated also, but the busiest part of the week was GameCon. Giants was at GameCon. It started earlier in the week and is going on, I think, all weekend with the conclusion of their second Farm Sim League tournament. Well, we're not here to talk about GameCon. We're not here to talk about Farm Sim League. We're here to talk about the mods that, again, were newly released in the Mod Hub for this week. So let's go ahead and jump over here to the Giants Mod Hub and just take a look at those in a little bit of detail. So here we are in the Giants Mod Hub, and we started out the week on Tuesday with mod releases. We had the Bizon Z056 cutter trailer. This is for that small Bizon harvester. An Amazon Catros 4500 cultivator. Now, there was another mod newly released on Tuesday that seems to have just vanished. On Wednesday, it was just gone. It was some type of push blade that had like rubber on it. It's not in the Mod Hub anymore, so I'm not going to talk about it this week. Maybe it just needed an update. Maybe it will get released later this month. I don't know. We saw an update to the Maniball L6000 fork. We saw an update to the flat map. We saw the newly released Kaweco Radium 45 trailer. We had the reverse speed limiter mod get released. And then we had a pair of mods that were released in the Giants mod contest get updated, and they were added with console support. So we had the E281C Forage Harvester Pack and the Fiat Agri 160-55 get updated. We saw a new Seasons Geo get released, the Northern Ireland Geo, and toward the end of the video, we're going to basically do a little bit of a side-by-side analysis of the Northern Ireland Geo and the base game Geo. I will tell you one thing that annoys me a little bit is when Geos get released in the Mod Hub, please include one of these screenshots, the actual planting harvesting schedule. These screenshots tell me that there's snow and there's winter because there is no foliage on the trees. I mean, that's all I get out of that. I really wish they would submit a screenshot of the planting schedule so that players have a general idea of what they're getting into or what has in store for them with that mod. We also saw the Hawe SLW 50TN trailer, a placeable crane. We saw an update to this baler pack, and the Fendt 300 Vario tractor get released, a Fliegl Transport Box, a Kuhn GF6502 floodlight trailer, and this interesting lizard truck, the Lizard Truck 470. Now, there were no updates this week in the weekly or the daily update thread. This was last updated on Friday, August, I believe it was maybe 16th or something. See, we're still at, since it's not been updated, still at 219, still 13 working days. I have to suspect that this 219 is much larger. Over the last few weeks, we've seen this number grow every day that it's getting updated. Basically, Giants for the last few weeks has been releasing less mods than have been getting submitted. As a result, the number of mods pending testing have been increasing, and the number of days from submission to testing is also been increasing. So with that, let's go ahead and jump back in game and start taking a look at these mods. All right, so first up, we're going to take a look at the Lizard Truck 470 by INF, and this mod is available for all platforms. Go to Trucks, We have the 470 for $150,000. That is 470 horsepower, 400-liter fuel capacity, and a top speed of 49 miles per hour. This is an interesting old school looking truck. It is pretty much just set up to haul vehicles around. We can change the main color. Do anything we should so wish for $3,000, and we have two options. We have forestry or excavator for an additional $5,000. Let's get one of each just to see how they differ. And as configured with both excavator and a color change, we're talking $158,000 to buy, $8,058 to lease, $1,580 per day, and $3,318 per operating hour. Here we have the truck, V8 logo on the front. Interesting rail system there on the back. What would be pretty interesting is if we could get this in a format that, like, you could lift it up and down, like with hydraulics. Go ahead and take a look on the inside. We do have animated gauges. Animated throttle and brake pedal. We do have illuminated dash also. Dash lights up. Let's look at our outside lights. We have our first stage lights, which includes some running lights on the back. Second stage lights include some lights on the rear, and then third stage lights. First, second, and then third look to be about the same. So they are high beams, it's just you don't see them change. We do have an animated drive shaft. It's pretty cool. Just like to see animated drive shafts on vehicles. We have tension belts on this front rack here, kind of a storage rack. I suppose you could put maybe some pallets up there, something else. Left mouse controls. Up and down, we'll adjust the rear. The truck kind of can act as a ramp, if you will. Let's go ahead and both of these kind of set up to do a loading. Since one said, excavator, let's do a wheel loader. And it said forestry, so let's do a forestry machine. So, in fact, let's get a bucket for our wheel loader. Is to see if that will fit very well in that front kind of storage area. Looks like it will indeed. Okay. Get in here, we can lift this up. Drive our wheel loader around. We're not on the truck centered, but Just want to see how well it kind of handles the load. Seems to ride the load fairly well. Fairly stable, didn't look too terribly top heavy. Pretty good. Alright, so let's get back up here to the shop. And then we will try the Forestry Edition. Should ride pretty much the same. Down. Cutter head can sit on that. And there we go, basically. So there you go. That is the Lizard Truck 470 in excavator and forestry variants. This mod again is by INF and is available for all platforms. Next up we have the Fendt 300 Vario. We're going to be able to find that here under small tractors. See how it differs compared to the in-game Fendt 300 Vario. $111,000 for the standard 110 horsepower. We have a choice of main color. We have two choices. We have old Fendt green and new Fendt green. We have a choice of Trelleborg, standard, wheel weights, wide tires, wide with weights, rear twins, narrows, rear with narrows. We have knock-in tires, and then we have 310, 313 options. Get a front loader or not. So let's take a look here at the modded 300 Vario, $78,000, 113 horsepower, a little bit more power, a lot cheaper, and we have a lot more options here. We have design color, changed something. Let's see if that changed maybe the front loader attacher. Yep, that changed the front loader attacher, the design color, main color. There you go, the rim color. Then we have, as far as options, we have Trelleborg standard tires, wide tires, narrow tires, wheel weights, wide with weights, rear narrow twins, rear twin wheels, and back to standard. We have Nokian tires, Michelin tires in standard, wide, wheel weights, wide with weights. Have design, beacon, or no beacon. Engine setup, we have the 310 Vario, again 113 horsepower, 311 Vario, 123 horsepower, the 312 Vario, 133, 313, 142 horsepower, back to the 300. Do change the engine options. We do get different decals changing. Then we have the Stoll loader arms, the Allo loader arms, and back to none. So as configured with the Michelin tires, Beacon 313 Vario, They are $92,100, $404,692 to lease, $921 to buy or per day, and 1,934 hours per operating hour. That is, that is one nice looking tractor. I kind of like the red and black. How about you guys? Take a look on the inside. Animated throttle and brakes. And there at the bottom, that appears to be the only thing that's animated, including the steering wheel. The digital get dash. The dash itself doesn't appear to light up, but we do have light indicators on the dash. They were beacon. First stage lights. Second stage. Third stage lights. 4 ways, left and right blinkers. Of course, we have our beacon. We do have mouse controls. You can open the rear window. We hold left and right mouse and basically move up or down. And left or right, we can open the sunroof. A little bit of top ventilation. Guys, there you go. That is the Fendt 300 Vario by Lucas 2002 and Danny 86, and this mod is available for all platforms. Next up, we're going to take a look at the Fliegl Transport Box. This mod is also available for all platforms and is by Fabian and Go-Go Bear. You're going to be able to find this here under miscellaneous, I believe. Yeah, the Fliegl Transport Box, $2,500. Get this with the tractor triangle. 3-point tractor triangle. The choice of main color. We have scratched, zinc. Kind of curious about the scratched. Let's get back to the scratched and see what that looks like. I mean, it looks scratched and zinc. It look the same to me. Red. It's just changing the wire frame there. To blue. All right, it's $2,500 to buy, $127 to lease, $25 per day, and $52 per operating hour. See, does it come also with the tractor triangle? See that anywhere? Not sure where tractor triangle would be, unless that is, I don't know if that is an additional mod. I don't recall. At any rate, oops. We're going to take a closer look at it. So we do have strap options here. 4 different straps can go across the top. So looks like this would be a perfect tool to haul around either very, very short logs or chicken boxes. Let's get on our brand new Vario 300. Up to that. Unfold it. Let's open the front doors. Hold it back up. Lower the box. Get back up. Straps across the top. There you go. Perfect for hauling small loads, small things. In the mod kind of website screenshots, shows it using small bales for cut up logs, kind of split logs to haul this. There you go. That is the Fliegl Transport Box, again by Fabian and Go-Go-Bear. Next up, we have the Amazon Catros 4500. This is a disc harrow, according to the mod website. Let's go over here to Tools. Let's go to disc harrows. We have the Catros 4500. This mod is by Mef. Oh, this is one of those names I just can't get right. MEFIUFS. Or just be in the lower right there, you'll see that. And this mod is available for all platforms. $25,000 to buy. The choice of wheel setup, we have standard for wide tires, narrow tires, back to standard. As basic configuration, 4.5 meter working width, 160 horsepower, $1,275 to lease, $250 per day, and $525 per operating hour. I don't think I have a tractor right now that has 160 horsepower, so let's see. We got Puma 185. What is this? This is the Maxim 145. That is 175 horsepower, so we can use that one. Oh. Wasn't looking where I was going. I was looking down the hill there. Let's go down to our test field. Give this a quick drag through the dirt. See how she handles. Hold that. Drop it down. Our helper, so we can just kind of see it working here. There you go. That is the Amazon Catros 4500 by MEFIUFS, and this mod is available for all platforms. This tractor is able to pull us up this slight incline without too much hassle. It does have more horsepower than is listed as being required. Raise it up. Kind of just rolls on those back rollers. Then if we fold it, then the rear wheels come down. And it folds up. Like so. Very nice animations on that. Go ahead and get back up to the shop, and we'll take a look at our next mod. Next up, we've got the Kuhn GF6502. This is a tedder. This mod is by Fabian, Go-Go-Bear, and LUK1, Luke1, I guess. This mod is also available for all platforms. Here under tedders, we have the Kuhn GF8712. The GF6502 is the modded version. This one is 6.5 meters. This one is 8.7 meters. And the Fendt 604 is 6 meters. So this is $11,000, $16,000, and then the modded Kuhn GF6502 is only $8,000. Go. The choice of design color is the little tines. Red, we can go with white, or we can go with black as the base color. Go with white, just to give a nice contrast. $408 to lease, $80 per day, $168 per operating hour. Let's get back in our Fendt 313. And let's see, I was looking down the hill because I wanted to see if there was anything to TED. Might be, so let's go ahead and just run down there and see. I like how this has the PTOs kind of hung up by the chain. The chain goes away when you hook up to it. Graphics on there are good. The decals. 6502. Got graphics there where the grease joints are. Lots of really cool details on this mod. Do we have power hookups? We do have power and hydraulic hoses. We do have lights on there. Of course, we have hydraulics to... sorry about that, guys. We have hydraulics to fold and unfold tedder. Let's go ahead and unfold this. Drop it down. Turn it on. And off we go. Tedding our grass to hay. Of course, if we play with seasons, we wouldn't be tedding grass to hay. We would be tedding wet grass to semi-dry grass. This big pile. Oh, that worked remarkably well. Now this says it has ground adaptation. So I want to run this over here on this kind of hilly terrain. Just see how well it conforms to the terrain. We have but it is flexing with the terrain pretty good there. That seemed to work very good. We didn't have any missed spots or anything, so that was pretty darn nice. Fold that up, and there you go, guys. That is the Kuhn GF6502 tedder, again by Fabian, Gogo Bear, and Luke 1. Next up, we have the Bizon Z056 cutter trailer by Matt26. This mod is also available for all platforms. You can find this here under header trailers. FMZ Bizon Z056 cutter trailer for $1,500. Very basic, small trailer. $76 to lease. $15 per day, $31 per operating hour. Go ahead and get the Bizon Z056H header. And, of course, the matching cultivator, or harvesters, I should say. Let's see how this thing fits on. There is necessarily a correct side to this trailer. further back on that. Or does this have a hitch? Yep. Up to that, and off to the races we go then. This harvester normally this wobbly. Decent clearance on those signal lights. Oops. Stuck on a pile of poo, aren't we? Not paying attention. I got it stuck on a pile of poo. Well, there you go, guys. That is the Bizon Z056 cutter trailer by Matt26. This mod is available for all platforms. It seems to grab a hold of the header quite well. Has decent clearance with these kind of outboard lights on the side of that. So next up, we're going to take a look at the Kaweco Radium 45 trailer. This mod is by Lucas Plays TV and Farmer 1984. This mod is available for PC only. Going to be able to find this mod here under trailers. We have the Kaweco Radium 45. This mod holds 45,000 liters. We have the choice of main color, gloss green, green, blue, and Kaweco orange. We have the choice of rim color between red, gray, and steel. And design color, we have gloss gray, white, zinc, or cream. Go. The wheel brand of Trelleborg, and then we have twin radial T402 or 404. We have Michelin Cargo XBib, Cargo XBib HF. We have Nokian tires. Back to Trelleborg. We have the option of a cover or no. Color, we kind of have this mesh frame that folds up on the sides and over. $55,000 as configured, $2,805 to lease, $550 per day, and $1,155 per operating hour. This particular trailer appears to have a movable floor. It is not of a tipping variety. Also appear to have hose hookups. Connect to that, we do have hose hookups. Reverse lights, brake lights, flashers, and running lights. There you go. In to open the cover. Have a left click and open flap. Open that front flap if we're using a forage harvester, for example. Go over here and just force unload. See how it looks, the animations look. So we have the movable floor, the rear door opens up, then we have some brow beaters running across the sides. Then the rear door closes down fairly delayed after that. There you go, guys. That is the Kaweco Radium 45. We have another trailer to take a look at. We have the Hawe SLW 50TN. This trailer is by Agritechnic Nordfile, and it is available for all platforms. $73,000 to buy, 52,000 liter capacity. This thing is a beast of a trailer. Choice of main color. Standard colors there. See, the main color changes kind of the frame and the background here in the sign. Black to black. The choice of ring color of gray or red. We have a choice of wheel brand. We have Michelin, Trelleborg. We have old branding or new branding. Go. $73,000 as configured. $3,723 to lease. $730 per day and $1,533 per operating hour. This appears to be another moving floor trailer. So it has PTO hookups and hoses. Wow, that's a lot of hoses. Panels on this are also very, very high quality, very clear. We don't have reverse lights, but we do have brake lights, running lights, and left and right lights. We also have what looks like a rear hitch. Curious as to if that rear hitch works. Left mouse controls. Left mouse up and down moves the front door. And the left mouse left and right raises and lowers the front third axle. The front third axle is lowered. Then the front and rear axles become steering axles, as you can see here. That axle is turned. If I pick it up, it's front axle raised. Rear axle is no longer a steer axle. It is now I thought it was just changing to a non-steering axle, but it still is. It does seem to change somewhat. Let's see if I can connect to this trailer. Can indeed. So I don't have hose hookups on the rear. I can use it to hitch. And let's go ahead and do a force unload. This just has a moving floor and an animated door, no back brow beaters, if you will. There you go, that is the Hawe SLW 50TN, again by Agritechnic Nordfile. Next up we have the Floodlight trailer by ETA La Choice. This mod is available for all platforms. Go to Tools, then Miscellaneous again. We'll go here to the Floodlight trailer, $8,700 to buy. Choice of color. Have two bottom lights, two top lights, or four spotlights. Have design standard or with a beacon. So as configured with four spotlights, $9,475, $480 to lease, $94 per day, and $197 per operating hour. Have a nice animated jack frame there. Take a look here at our left. Our F1 menu, we have the choice of unfold floodlight trailer. We get nice individual animations on the front jacks. Rear jack stands kind of come down on their own. Lift the whole trailer up. Then the lights come on. Gosh, they're bright. Left mouse button, up and down. Adjust the, I like how these are aimable. Go full 360 degrees. And moving our mouse up and down. Left mouse button left and right. Changes the angle on those so we could do all kinds of cool things aiming this. So, aim these like that. Right mouse button up and down, then does the other side, and left and right will aim those. Then left and right mouse button up and down will raise the entire light stack. And left and right will rotate the whole light stack. Look at that. That is pretty slick. Got it all the way up, and we've got kind of lighting the sides up. This will be really convenient with seasons at night when it gets dark super early in the day. And the fact that we can disconnect this and leave it up and running, that is pretty cool. Alright guys, that is pretty much the conclusion of the trailers and vehicle section. Thought I had fast forward in, but I didn't. I was going to fast forward tonight and see how well that lit things up. So we're going to go ahead and reset here. I'm going to go up to our placeables area, and we're going to take a look at our one placeable for the day, the crane placeable. We're going to take a look at our two script mods for the day, the reverse tractor speed limiter, and then the Northern Ireland Geo. Alright, so let's take a look here at the crane building. This mod is by DD Mod Passion and is available for all platforms. This is basically a placeable crane. Go to our placeables. Let's check under miscellaneous. Here we have the railroad crane, $100,000 to buy. So let's rotate this. Rotates on its center. Let's go ahead and plop that thing down here. What happened? Let's put it down right here. One click. What just happened here? Is this isn't right, right? Doesn't look right. All right, let's try this one more time. Okay. I did not try to rotate that. Let's rotate it now. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. Whoa. There we go. All right. I don't know what on earth that is going on, but yeah. So I would be careful in rotating that because you may not get what you expect. So the way this works is, of course, we will climb up the steps and hop on in. And then once we are in here, we can left click and up and down moves the crane across that crane bar. Will left and right moves the entire operator assembly, the entire crane up and down the crane rail there. Right mouse button up and down raises and lowers the crane claw. And left and right mouse button opens and closes the crane. Doesn't appear that there's any way to rotate the claw. You can turn this on or off. We can just hop in and use it. But yeah, this is kind of interesting. Rotate it. Get some pretty strange artifacts going on here. So look for this maybe to get an update. Possibly. Because, yeah, I don't know. All I did was rotate it 360 degrees and put it down. I got that. I just put it down without rotating it. I got that. I rotated it a little bit. I got this. I rotated it kind of 180 of that. And I got that monstrosity there. So that is the crane building, again by DD Mod Passion, and that mod is available for all platforms. Next up, we're going to take a look at the reverse speed limiter. This is by another mod by DD Mod Passion, and it is available for PC only. So that we're going to demonstrate with the Case IH Magnum here. We do not have the script active yet, so I'm going to reverse. See if we can back up. Top speed of 13 miles per hour. So I'm now going to exit the game and then activate the mod and come back in. And we'll basically see what we can do as far as reversing with our Case Magnum. Now that we have the mod activated, reverse speed limiter, let's go ahead and see. Okay, well, we're backing up at 13 miles per hour still. You're seeing the reversing. This is what the description says. It says reducing the reversing speed helps to avoid damages to the vehicle and its body if there should be a collision. This means that dangerous situations don't arise and maneuvering accidents are comfortably reduced. E-Cruise reverse speed limiter activates automatically when in a reverse gear is selected, and the vehicle is limited to a preset top speed in reverse. So I wonder what my preset top speed is. It was still 13 miles per hour. Don't have a choice of setting a top speed that I can see in here. So let's get something else. Let's see what wheel loader. The wheel loader only goes 3 miles an hour. So that's definitely slower. Truck is limited to, what, 9 miles per hour? Again, I don't know what our truck speed was before the mod. Let's try telehandler. Forward. Reverse. 9 miles per hour. Yeah, well, I mean, we can see it kind of working because we could only go like 3 miles per hour with the wheel loader. Miles per hour in reverse, 14 miles per hour in forward speed. So yeah, okay, there you go. I mean, I don't know what the preset values are for trucks, for telehandlers and other things. There doesn't appear to be an interface for that. I have to dig through the, I guess, the Lewis script to see what those are set for. And I really wish maybe that was defined in the description to tell us how this is supposed to work, other than to just slow down reversing, because it doesn't appear to, well, it didn't appear to slow down the tractor any when we tested that. Telehandler seems to reverse fairly well, and as does the truck. The only thing I really saw a noticeable slowness down on was the wheel loader. And again, I don't know how fast the wheel loader backs up in normal without the script, but I would assume it goes faster than 3 miles per hour. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the Northern Ireland Geo and how it compares to the base Geo that ships with seasons. So if we take a look here at our Geos, on the left we have the base standard seasons Geo. That is what is activated when you just activate seasons by itself. And on the right we have the Northern Ireland Geo. I think if you look at these two side by side, you can see some pretty stark differences pretty quickly. Now, while the planting or germination temperatures are the same across the board for both Geos, you can see the planting schedule has been shortened up, typically by an entire season's duration or season's transition for all of the base crops. So in the base game, or the base seasons Geo, we can plant wheat, barley, oats, and canola, as well as potatoes and sugar beets all spring. Early spring, mid, and late spring. But if we take a look over here on the right at our Northern Ireland's Geo, we can only plant those crops in mid-spring and late spring. If we look at sunflowers on the left, we have mid-spring and late spring to plant our sunflowers, whereas on the right in Northern Ireland, you're only going to be putting that crop in the ground during late spring. The same holds true for soybeans and corn, where typically in the base Geo you can do that in late spring or early summer, but in the Northern Ireland's Geo you're only going to be able to do that in early summer. If we look at the planting for the second go around, basically autumn planting, you can see that we can plant all the way from late summer into early winter. So our planting schedule has been pushed back a little bit for some of our crops. The harvest schedule pretty much stays the same for most of our crops, with the exception of corn and potatoes. Those two appear to have been pushed back a little bit, as well as soybeans. So neither Geo will continue to allow you to put cotton or sugarcane in, so that is not a big change between the two. But as you can see, like we've described, the spring planting is significantly different, so definitely pay attention to when you can plant what with the Northern Ireland Geo, if that is the Geo you should so decide to play with. So guys, that takes us to the end of this weekend's Weekend Roundup. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead and click that like button and let me know in the comments, what do you think of the mods released this week in the Giants Mod Hub for the week of August 19th through August 23rd. And we'll be back next weekend with another issue of the Weekend Roundup, where we'll take a look at the mods newly released in the Giants Mod Hub for next week. So until next time, happy farming.